So apparently there's this fitness YouTuber called Hamza who is trying to penetrate this idea that video games are bad at all times, right? And to clarify, I really respect Hamza for his transparency and his high quality self-improvement / fitness content, because I personally have 3 years of experience in consuming self-improvement content, and I see immediately who's bullshitting me and who's not, and who's saying mediocre or excellent advice, so shout out to him. My point is very simple: his advice works, but it cannot work for everybody because of what I call the principle of individual situation and the principle of how addictive you are as a person. Let me explain. What he preaches is that in order to achieve a great physique or grow your business or grow on social media, you have to give up the bad habits you used to do, such as watching movies, TV, video games, so that these sacrifices turned into productive action become an investment in the future, right? And of course, it doesn't say sacrifice everything, work hard 24/7 because grinding doesn't work as he says, so you get the point. My point is that we're all at a different level in our spiritual, economic and social life. So if you say to a person that is addicted to World of Warcraft, for example, quit World of Warcraft, don't touch the video game again for forever or for a long period of time, that person either fails or after a few days of good work and good habits reinstarts the game. So with the principle of individual situation, I mean that yes, you have to take ownership of your life, but you have to adjust accordingly and in a more smart and wise way with the things you are struggling with, so that slowly, one step at a time, you can achieve your goals and overcome your addictions. And this is essential also to balance your lifestyle based on your current needs, desires, engagements. Are you going through a rough time in your life or not? And this is why the young guys, especially under 20 years old roughly, fail to meet their goals, because they're easy to handle, to exploit. If you're under more or less 20 years old, you're at risk of being brainwashed, not because this content has this intention, but because you have not developed yet the most important skill you will need in your life, which is independent and critical thinking. And you start to develop this skill, in my opinion, after 20 years old. So it's about being wise in mastering yourself. And you become wise when you are educated and when you have experience. So you have to apply progressive deloading for a few weeks or months, so that adapting to this new lifestyle where you do the activity you're struggling with less becomes sweet and easy to follow, right? And after a while, when you become wise in mastering yourself and you start listening to your intuition, to your thoughts, you can decide to have a cheat meal or to watch an anime, play some World of Warcraft. It's completely fine, and in my opinion, it's a good thing because you avoid going crazy. So life is a balance, and you create the balance and you adjust accordingly. So the second principle is actually very simple, because some people start to play World of Warcraft and play for 4 or 6 hours a day, while some people start and then play 16 hours a day plus. So why is that? Because their personality, their brain chemistry, the high they feel from this activity, the feeling of progression, is way higher than the rest of the players. I agree that people who wasted years of their life in pointless video games and have important aspirations that do require a lot of sacrifice should quit, but not all of a sudden and not forever, but just for a short period of time. This is why both principles are correlated, because in order to quit the addiction you are struggling with, you have to evaluate how addictive you are to that thing, and then create a plan of action to slowly, successfully decrease the amount of times you do that activity. Now I want to talk about why video games are beneficial. This is gonna sound strange, but at least for me, video games were, especially when I was younger, a source of stories and emotions that made me learn so much, and I have wonderful memories. Like, just these 3 games alone, which are part of my favorite sagas, I think they helped me improve the development of my mental health when I was a child, because they made me realize how amazing life is with all these stories of heroes and people that from nothing accomplish great things. And it's weird to say, but you have to experience the process yourself, and I'm sure you have probably similar stories. So as a consequence, I think they played a huge role in improving my persistence and my social skills, but mostly my emotional intelligence. So again, I'm sure you have similar stories, and you can have the same effect if you watch some movies or superheroes or people that... Everything that inspires you, in my opinion, can be beneficial, not only in your personal life, but in areas of your life that you least expect. So this self-improvement stuff is about creating a better approach to life where as a consequence you get better and you enjoy the process, and this comes from a guy who has years of experience in the space. So the end point is that you have to come to balance yourself by yourself. You decide the amount of work, sacrifice and discipline that will transform your life. Also, if you come out from this video without having understood certain things, it's okay because I can't even put it into words. You have to go to experience the process yourself and you will understand everything. Subscribe to the channel for more wisdom and knowledge.